So Simple tutorial. Good morning students, welcome to SST So Simple tutorial. This is Vijay Singh, your social science teacher for grade 10. Today we will revise the first lesson of economics book, Development. If you have not subscribed to the channel yet, please do it now. It motivates to make more videos for you. So let us begin. What is the meaning of this word development? The process of becoming bigger, stronger, better. The process in which someone or something grows or changes and becomes more advanced. It means growth or progress in any field. If I ask you people, what do you understand by development? The answers will be varied. Some of you would say you want to earn a lot of money. Some of you would say you want to become a doctor. Some of you have a bike, but now you want a car. Some of you would say that you want to go abroad for higher studies, isn't it? Look at table 1.1. It shows developmental goals of different categories of people from our society. Let us take landless rural laborers first. What are their aspirations? More days of work and better wages. Local school is able to provide quality education for their children. There should be no social discrimination and they too want to become leaders in a village. Second, prosperous farmers from Punjab. What are their developmental goals? Assured high family income through high support prices for their crops and through hard working and cheap laborers. They should be able to settle their children abroad. Third, farmers who depend only on rain for growing crops. What they would like: availability of irrigation facilities, high yield of crop, more income, education for their children. Let us see the seventh one. A girl from a rich urban family. She wants to get as much freedom as her brother and is able to decide what she wants to do in life. She is able to pursue her studies abroad. Now you think and fill the rest of the blank spaces. From this table, what do you conclude? Do all these people have the same notion of development? No. Each one of them seek different things which they think is important to them, which can fulfill their aspirations and desires. So we can say different people have different notions of developmental goals. Sometimes two persons or group of people may seek things that are conflicting. For example, to get more electricity, industrialists may want more dams, but this may submerge the land of people living there. It will further lead to large-scale displacement of people, loss of livelihood, shelter, etc. for the people living near the proposed dam site. From this example, one thing is clear, that what may be development for one may not be development for the other. It may be destructive for the other. Let us now go to the next subtopic, income and other goals. Did you notice one thing common in table 1.1? People desire regular work, better wages, a decent price for what they produce. In other words, they want more income. But for a while think, you have a good income but you don't get respect of others. You have a good income but you don't have freedom. You are not treated properly. You have no dearth of money but you have no friends. Think about the role of friend in your life, at least in your age group where friend is everything. There are certain things which means a lot to our lives. So we can come to another conclusion that money and material things that one can buy with it is one important factor on which our life depends. But the quality of our life also depends on non-material things like freedom, security, equal treatment, respect of others and of course friends. Living a life simply and living a quality life, there is a difference. Let us now see things that are not measured but they mean a lot to our lives. You get a job, but before accepting it, you consider several factors besides income. Location is the first consideration. Too far a working place is not a good choice. Traveling consumes most of your productive time and energy. Second, you look for a good working condition. You desire a safe and comfortable working condition. Thirdly, you find out whether they provide facilities like health benefits, paid leave, insurance, etc. You also see if there is any scope of future growth and promotions. These are few examples. So when you are setting your developmental goal, you do not look at one goal only, but many, so that you lead a satisfied life. Hence, you may land up accepting a job which pays you little less but gives you many other things that you wish to. So, your goal is not only income but also various other things which you value along with income. Thus, we can say for development, people look at a mix of goals. Let us now see an important subtopic: how to compare countries. How are some countries called developed and others underdeveloped? This depends upon what criteria you choose for this purpose. For comparing countries, their income is one of the most important attribute. Countries with higher incomes are considered more developed than others with less income. This is based on the understanding that more income means more of all things that human beings need. Whatever people like or should have, they will be able to get with greater income. Now the question arises is, what is the income of a country? Since myself, yourself and all citizens make up this country, so naturally total income will be the income of all the residents of the country. However, for comparison purposes between different countries, total income is not such a useful measure. Since countries have different populations, comparing total income will not tell what an average person is likely to earn. Without going into the factual details, let us compare China and Switzerland. Assume that the total income of both the countries are same. All of us know that China is one of the most populous countries and Switzerland is a small country with less population. In which of the two countries people are better off? The answer is obvious: Switzerland. So what we do? We compare the average income. The average income is the total income of the country divided by its total population. The average income is also called per capita income. This criterion is used by the World Bank in classifying countries. Countries with per capita income of 49,300 US dollars per annum and above in 2019 are called high income or rich countries, and those with per capita income of 2,500 US dollars or less are called low income countries. India comes in the category of low middle income countries because her per capita income was just 6,700 US dollars per annum in 2019. The rich countries, excluding countries of Middle East and certain other small countries, are generally called developed countries. You might wonder that Middle East countries are so rich. They have so much oil reserves that they export to other countries. Then why they are not considered developed? Students, this is because the countries of Middle East may have high per capita income due to revenues from crude oil, but they are otherwise not developed significantly. Their literacy rate, life expectancy at birth, and other parameters do not match those of the developed countries of the West. Also, most of the wealth is accumulated in a few hands, so the society has widespread inequality. Let us go to the next topic: income and other criteria. When we look at individuals' aspirations and goals, we find that people not only think of better income but also goals such as security, respect for others, equal treatment, freedom, etc. in mind. Similarly, when we think of a nation, besides income, we may think of other equally important attributes. So let us see table 1.3. It shows per capita income of Haryana, Kerala and Bihar. Haryana has the highest per capita income and Bihar the least. This means that on an average, a person in Haryana earned rupees 2,36,147 in a year, whereas a person in Bihar earned only rupees 40,982. So, based on per capita income, Haryana will be considered the most developed state and Bihar the least developed state of the three. Let us now see table 1.4. The first column shows that in Kerala, out of 1,000 children born alive, 7 died before completing 1 year of age. But in Haryana, the proportion of children dying within a year is 30, which is more than 4 times of Kerala. We have just now seen that the per capita income of Haryana is more than Kerala. Students, after more than 70 years of independence, we have made multi-storied apartments, malls, we are running metros, but we are not able to save all our infants. The second column is on literacy rates. Kerala is number one, no doubt, but Haryana is no worse. But Bihar is lagging here also. The third column shows net attendance ratio. In Bihar, the figure is 43. That means more than half of the children aged 14 to 15 are not attending school beyond class 8. Now, some of you may ask, sir, why are we discussing IMR, literacy rate and net attendance ratio here? Students, actually this is to tell you that these are some attributes which are also important besides income. Health of the people is important. Their education is also important for national development. Let us now come to the next subtopic, public facilities. Now we know that the average person in Haryana has more income than Kerala. Then how it lags behind in certain criteria? It is so because money cannot buy all the goods and services that one may need to live well. For example, your money cannot buy you a pollution-free environment. Take the case of Delhi. Delhi is suffering badly from air pollution. Delhi is a relatively rich state. If money could have solved the problem, this problem could have been solved long back. Money, my dear students, may not be able to protect us from infectious diseases also, unless our whole community takes preventive steps. All of us have experienced this. All of us took preventive steps during the period of COVID by staying at home, by maintaining social distancing. These are real life examples. Here comes the role of public facilities. Public facilities are enjoyed by all the people collectively. Providing goods and services collectively is also the best way and the cheapest way. Roadways, railways, schools, public parks are a few examples of public facilities. If public facilities work better, performance of other attributes that we use to compare states also improves. Many of the public facilities like basic health, educational facilities are therefore provided by the government. Kerala has a low IMR. Why? Because it has adequate provisions of basic health and educational facility. Recall class 9. PDS works so well in Tamil Nadu. In such states, the health and nutritional status of people are certainly likely to be better. Let us now discuss body mass index BMI. Dear students, to find out if adults are undernourished or overweight, it is important to know their BMI. BMI is important as it is widely regarded that our chances of living a longer and healthier life are improved if we have a healthy BMI. The WHO lists a high BMI as a major risk factor for heart diseases, stroke, bone and joint problems, including osteoarthritis. How to calculate body mass index? Take the weight of the person in kg, then take the height in meters. Divide the weight by the square of the height. The number you get is called BMI. Then refer to the BMI for age table. That will tell you whether you are underweight, normal or obese. Understood? Now let us come to Human Development Report. Income is an important criterion to measure the level of development, but there are other criterion also. Over the past decade or so, health and education indicators have become to be widely used, along with income as a measure of development. This is a slide of UNDP, United Nations Development Programme. It is a United Nations Global Development Network. It advocates for change and connects countries to knowledge, experience and resources to help people build a better life for themselves. This organization operates in 177 countries. The UNDP publishes an annual Human Report Index since 1990 to measure and analyze developmental process. In its report, it compares countries based on educational level of people, their health status, and per capita income and ranks the country based on the level of development called HDI, Human Development Index. Calculation of index combines life expectancy for health, mean years of schooling for education, and gross national income per capita for standard of living. Let us now see table 1.6. It shows some data from Human Development Report of India and its neighbor. It is surprising here to see that a small country like Sri Lanka is much ahead of India in every respect, and a big country like ours has such a low rank. Also, Nepal and Bangladesh have low per capita income than that of India, yet they are better than India in life expectancy. Now, let us start our last topic, sustainability of development. Students, in the process of development, resources get used up. These resources are of two types, as you all know, renewable resources and non-renewable resources. Renewable resources get replenished by nature. Non-renewable resources are available in fixed stock and do not get replenished, for example, crude oil, coal, etc. Since the second half of the 20th century, scientists are warning that the present type and the level of development are not sustainable, which means that the way we are exploiting our resources, development is not going to sustain for long. Sustainable development students requires that we make use of available resources, both renewable and non-renewable, in such a way that economic development takes place without damaging the environment. Also, economic development in the present time should not compromise with the needs of our future generation. Look at example 1, groundwater in India. The groundwater is under threat of overuse in many parts of the country. About 300 districts have reported a water level decline of over 4 meters during the last 20 years. Nearly one third of the country is overusing their groundwater reserves. It is particularly more in agriculturally prosperous regions of Punjab and western UP, plateau areas, some coastal areas, and rapidly growing urban settlements. Let us now see the story of crude oil. As you know, crude oil is the raw material for petroleum products. Petroleum and related products constitute the basic raw material for many basic and key industries in our country. Let us see table 1.7. This table gives an estimate of the reserves of crude oil. It tells us how many years the stock of crude oil will last if people continue to extract it at the present rate. This finishes your revision. I hope this revision will surely benefit you. Links of one-shot revision of other chapters are given below in the description. Don't waste time in searching. Click those links and access to the required video directly. In the next class, we will do revision of some other lesson. Till then, enjoy reading and have a nice time. Thank you.